Hi, it's Dave, and as requested, I am going to take a look at the melody for the theme to Succession by Nicholas Britell, who is a really good composer. He's done lots of really good stuff. This theme is already highly regarded. He did music for Andor that was really good. He has done Don't Look Up as well as a bunch of other stuff. And I thought he was British, but he's American, but you can't win them all. So let's have a look at the theme. So it's C minor. It's actually quite a standard chord progression in some ways. C minor, A flat, F minor, G. Not much to say about that. I mean, for a sort of, I don't know, neoclassical type style, that's a pretty decent starting point for a progression. I think the main oomph from this track comes from the instrumentation and the melody. So let's look at the melody. This is what I'm here to do today. So we've got I think that's right. Bear with me. I'm not a piano player, so I find even doing that difficult. Going to be looking at this from the point of view of the master melody faster approach to melody, which doesn't really have a lot to do with the harmony as such, just to do with the relationships that are going on. And there's some repeating ones. So the first thing that happens is the melody comes in on a really strong beat. There's a, and it's like boom, and it comes in hard right on that beat, and it's got the drums and everything. So it comes in. Now, what we have here, these semitones here, identity chunk, as mentioned in the course. So it's a group of relationships, a combination of relationships that is very distinctive. What you also have is there's the little trill type thing at the start, but then there is the four notes that go down in full tones. And then we go down another tone, but we have the three together. So we've got that run down in tones, and then we've got the three semitones that are clustered together. So that's the first thing that happens there. We've got the three tones that run down again, another tone, and then the semitones. Exactly the same has happened here. In fact, there was one extra note. This is slightly shorter, but it's the same rundown, and then the semitones. The interesting thing with the semitones, he said after saying he's not going to get into the harmony, with the first one, it's a seventh, major seventh, and then the tonic, which is unusual. So it's very distinctive. Now the semitones over the F minor are, I'm just going to play that through again because I've only learnt this tonight, so I'm just going to check that I'm in the right place here. I am in the right place. So, again, really unusual. It's a sharp in fifth, sixth, flat seventh. Then it just does the rundown. It doesn't do the semitone bit, but it does. Goes through the C and the B over the G there. Does the A flat, which gives it some flavour. seems to go to that E flat at the end, which again gives it flavour. There's some quite dissonant note choices going on, which combined with that really strong downbeat and the punchy melody above it makes it very distinctive and it grabs your attention because the note choices are unusual. So over that C, we've got the so the C minor, we've got the B, and then over the A flat. First thing over the A flat is a D, so it's quite dissonant already. That F sharp is the big shocker though, that's very unusual. So I would say that these dissonant notes on the on beats are also another identity chunk. So we have the rundown of whole tones. We've got the melody starting either on a strong downbeat or on the offbeat, and we've got these semitone clusters. So you have these rundowns. And then, as I would say in the course, those have created, a sentence with commas, and then this last phrase is putting a full stop on the end. It's just a sort of rundown that it kind of has the whole tone rundown feel, but it also has the unusual notes that are part of this theme. One thing to notice with this as well is there's a strong downbeat in the accompaniment. And with this melody being quite dissonant, it helps. It reduces the dissonance when the dissonant notes are far apart. So when you've got G right down here and the A right up here, oops, see, I told you I'm not a piano player. The A flat right up there, it sounds a lot less dissonant when they clash a lot more here than they do like that. They just sound like far apart notes there that are odd. So even having that melody up high and those really high violins, and then having the deep booming bass strong on the beat, and the melody comes in off the beat or on a weak beat, that also reduces the impact of those dissonant notes. Although the dissonant notes do sometimes hit on the beat. So it's an interesting theme. So thank you, I think it was Sean, for asking for that one. I hope that this has been some use in kind of decoding it a bit as to what's going on. I would say there's the two main identity chunks to this one, the notes running down in a whole tone steps, and then the 3 chromatic notes. I would say that's 2. Bonus extra identity chunk would be coming in really hard on the beat and maybe doing that kind of thing as well. But those are lesser ones. The main identity comes from that whole tone step down, and then the semitone steps on unusual notes to have with those chords. So there's dissonance, there's those relationships between the semitones, and then there's the whole tone run down over the chord with a very minor feel and unusual note choices. So yeah, really fascinating one. And thanks for doing it. And I'm happy to do any other ones that come up, unless it's Don't Stop Me Now, because I don't want to do that one because it's really hard and I can't make any sense of it. Because this video is going to be on the YouTubes, I think, as a public one. So if you are seeing this and you don't know about the Master Melody Faster course and community, it's down there in the description. It's a free course and community where I share my method that I've sweated blood and tears over for a long time to find a way to write melodies sort of on demand, which I needed to do for the music work that I'm doing. I managed to break that down into a kind of a method you could follow for getting ideas flowing quickly, and not so much that you could write great melodies instantly, but more that it was a way to approach it and a way to generate ideas that made your chances of coming up with something a lot better. So it would be great to have you in there if you see this and you think it'd be of interest to you. If not, I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers. Bye bye.